All right, a lot to get to with the Sunday Roundtable. With us, Democratic political analyst Marianne Marsh and Republican political analyst Rob Gray. All right, you both just heard Jay McMahon. He is a Republican running for Attorney General. Rob, what's your assessment?
Well, first, let's give him credit for running. We need candidates from both parties in this race, and it's important to have a debate. Speaking of debates, he had a good week. The Boston Globe called out Andrea Campbell for being scared.
Can he beat her, though? It's 53 years since we've had a Republican.
Well, I always say this, but no money means little chance in a political race, and I haven't seen that he's been able to raise the funds to mount a good campaign on television.
Marianne.
Yeah, I think Rob's right. And I would add to that the fact that I think voters watching this interview will find it disqualifying that McMahon really equivocated on whether Joe Biden is actually the president. I mean, if you want to be attorney general, you need to call balls and strikes. That was not that in that case. And then add to it his answer about early voting, not the boxes. It was only pandemic and all that. That combination for an attorney general is deadly.
All right. This week, Governor Baker joined former President Clinton at a climate conference. He was one of only 2 Republicans to take the stage. A few days later, he agreed with that Texas sheriff, a Democrat, who was investigating how 50 migrants were shipped to Martha's Vineyard. Is Governor Baker showing his blues in his final months, Marianne?
I think it's not about Republican or Democrat. It just shows how far that the Republican Party has gone away from American values and the kinds of things that everybody would agree with, including those 2 topics. So this is less about Charlie Baker being more blue or Democratic, but how far away the Republican Party nationally and here in Massachusetts has gone towards Trump and MAGA, which is just marginalizing them.
Rob?
But remember, I mean, Charlie Baker has been a raging moderate. That's really his brand, and it has been for 8 years. And he made a lot of inroads with Democratic voters in Massachusetts by speaking his mind and criticizing Trump. So this is nothing new.
A disappearing brand of Republican across the country?
Well, there are a few out there in the coastal states, but we need
Mostly
more,
in New
no
England.
question about it. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
the jump from activist to political leader can be rocky, of course, and Mayor Michelle Wu felt that this week when a climate group that she once marched with before she became mayor blocked major traffic intersections this week. Did she walk the political line successfully enough? Rob, what's your assessment?
No, and let's remember, she was out shutting down a bridge with this group a few years ago and bragging about it. She didn't condemn this group, which is shutting down traffic, and it's more of Michelle Wu's war on cars in Boston, which plays to progressive interest, but is bad for business and bad for the city.
Marianne?
Look, no one can question Michelle Wu's commitment to climate change. It's been there every day in city council, when she ran for mayor and as mayor. She did her job as mayor and made sure they were removed. I would just say to the protesters, you're not endearing yourself to anybody when you block traffic and cars are idling and you're adding to pollution and you use 2 SUVs to get the cans in there to help you block the traffic.
All right. President Biden declared the pandemic is over, giving Republicans like Jeff Deal the fuel they needed to push the mandate controversy right to the forefront. My question is anyone listening, Marianne?
No, and it's a primary issue for Republicans. You heard it here this morning. You heard it with Jeff Deal a few weeks ago. Sure, Republicans, Trump supporters, MAGA people are going to love that. That's going to get you nowhere in a general election.
Do the voters care?
I agree with Marianne. I think a lot of Republicans think they're revving the base with this mandate talk, but I don't think it works. I mean, those people who get revved by mandates, they're already revved.
Right.
Continuing to talk about it, I think, just alienates moderate voters.
And independents, yeah.
All right, National Grid came out with some big news this week, and Eversource we think is not far behind. They said our electric bills, our heating bills will hike 60+% this winter compared to last year, which last year there were already big hikes.
Right.
It's going to include natural gas, heating oil, and electricity because we generate a lot of electricity in New England from natural gas. Who will voters blame, or will our political leaders here regionally successfully skate this minefield?
I think voters are looking to elected officials to act. They're not going to blame them, but if you don't do anything, then you're going to be blamed. And that's why you've seen Maura Healey come out of the gate saying, maybe we should do what New Hampshire did, expand, help for fuel prices like they did in New Hampshire with state and federal mechanisms. You have Galvin coming out saying there should be a $50 million
Is that enough?
assistance
$50
fund.
million, though, feels like a drop in. I mean, the state is sitting on billions of extra dollars.
Well, it's a good start, right? Let's see where this goes. But if you get both those programs, great. But the political implication here is if you do nothing, you are going to get torched.
Rob?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's simple. People are going to blame Joe Biden. He crippled domestic oil production when he got into office. We were headed towards energy independence for the United States. He shut down drilling. He shut down the Keystone Pipeline. This is the result.
That's not true.
This is an issue that's good for Republicans. You think they'll be seizing on this?
Absolutely. I mean, it plays into the whole inflation dynamic, not just on oil and energy
I want to push
prices.
back actually for a second. This is also a regional issue here in New England because we've shut down nuclear power plants. We've become to rely almost exclusively on natural gas. And as we've seen, when the price of gas goes up, that can be crippling on our electric grid. So it's really a regional issue here as well.
Well, sure it is. And there should be more nuclear here. And we're moving in the opposite direction in Plymouth and in terms of with other nuclear plants in New England. So, yes, governors should be talking about nuclear. That's the ultimate solution to having more green energy, not wind and other subsidies.
Quickly, Marianne.
Oh, the Ukraine war. Minor factor. Okay, that's driving all this. And two, you have all the big oil companies sitting on leasing things. They're not drilling. Those are the two reasons.